Meh. No air capability, but yeah, I can't justify them. Basically, they would be good on this mission because of the amount of light units, but the utter lack of air capability would mean that a single muta would be king till we get a cannon down. But it would also mean that we couldn't defend. Now, typically they don't send mutas, but we can't. You can never be certain. That leaves me between dragoons and stalkers. And dragoons in Legacy of the Void always felt weird to me. Didn't feel good. I'll give him a chance here, though. High Templar. I think you mean baby Archons.
Easily born, but we are ready to serve once again. Focused once more. Your allies are in battle. We continue on.
Well, at least they're still Terran.
For Artanis.
Yeah, I don't tend to use DTs, HDs well, so I tend to just use them as Archon fodder.
Your allies are in battle. I heed the call.
That is beautiful.
As ever I serve. I will comply.
Are these the upgraded ones? These are the upgraded ones.
For Artanis. Unity through purpose.
Awesome.
Thank goodness you're here. I'll give you control of the main building so you can help us evacuate the colony.
I'm a little concerned about your colony, Mrs. Hanson. Want to tell me why? It's Protoss? You've got some questions to answer here.
Continue on.
The first convoy from Lark's Crossing will be moving out soon.
Oh no, the Protoss is doing the seizure procedure. We'll discover if any of the Zerglings are epileptic. That I couldn't take full advantage of it, but my economy is looking a lot better.
Don't stop for anything. Let's roll.
So what are we gonna get up here?
The Dominion military abandoned them when the Zerg attacked.
Less
They
than
don't give a
ideal.
damn about the colony.
Your thoughts are clear. As ever I serve.
Okay. At least they have the they call it dummy attack. At least they have the little attack thing that units got in a lot of units got in Legacy of the Void. Stops them from suiciding at a moment's notice. Ooh, we're getting free HDs. Don't mind if I do.
The next convoy is almost ready to go, Commander.
It's already over? Jesus. Swear that lasted last time that time. He walks the shadow path. An interesting line. Yeah, that explains Taran Zoo at the start of the campaign. He was just missing his walkies. Yeah. Tempting to make Archons, but they are a very short range unit. I remember Grant saying how they are actually pretty bad. And he may have a point. 3 range and so bulky. I really don't want to agree with him because I really like the idea of Archons. They seem just so cool. Really do not care about that. Okay. That's done. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think these campaigns are quite grabbing me. They're a fun idea. I do like them, but I am very much a story person. So just having nothing different feels a little empty to me. Like when I was doing oh, remember the other custom campaign I did? It was like to break out of writer's block, and you had some outright Protoss units in it. It was split between mechs and human units. The mech units are cheap, the human units were outright like Yoden Knights, but they had magic. Like one dude was as healthy as a Tor, if not more. I think he was healthier than a Tor. Could probably have taken a Tor in a fight. There was little bits of story to it, just little bits of commentary, and then you discover new units and different things to keep your interest. Here with these campaigns, there really isn't anything. So like, I'll hang on for a bit longer, but I'm not sure how long it's going to maintain my interest. There's no big like mechanical differences either. Like say roguelike Carrigan. Carrigan's gone roguelike. You know, there was no big mechanical. Well, there was a big mechanical difference there. No story difference, but mechanical difference. So, and then there's other campaigns that do both, enhanced swarm, or evolving raiders. So, I think it was evolving swarm anyway. There, another hard swarm mod I did. Um, so I'll play more, but right now, just the way I'm feeling right now, I'm not sure how long I'll hold my interest. I was basically hoping initially and previously that it wouldn't be a problem, but here it is. Sylvie.
Our power shall serve.
Commander, another convoy will be heading out soon.
Issue with the Dragoons is they do get in the way of your units pretty terribly. Well, they found that quickly. Guess pull back. Damn it.
For Artanis.
Shame.
The colonists are hurt. We gotta save them.
Okay, they're up there. They didn't leave on. That was a nightmare change. Yeah, that really doesn't feel as great. Here it felt beautiful, but not as good there.
Another convoy ready to be escorted, Commander.
2 more convoys, I think. Don't know. 3.
You must construct additional pylons. I have returned.
As long as this is just OG StarCraft, I don't think we'll ever be attacked from that side. So we can relax.
Everyone's here. Let's go.
May have gone overboard. Cancel it. Mind drifted. 1, 2.
They're attacking the convoy. Let's rock.
Awesome. 1, 2. So we aren't gonna. No, we are getting attacked from that side. Having upgraded size storms on top is really nice. At least until we run out of energy anyway. Okay. Head back. There we go. One second. 1, 2. $40. So yeah. 41. One more crew left. At least they ain't infested this time.
Seismic disturbance detected. Nidus worms are inbound on your location.
We're almost done, Commander. Another convoy will be starting out soon.
Okay, that didn't feel as bad this time. Now that I was actually watching it. These guys are really nice because they launch out with that stun, and they just, you know, they have a slightly different stat line to a Zealot. Actually, no, maybe they don't. They have the stun anyway. They have an AoE stun and charge. But I think it also actually blinks them through. So, yeah, it moves through units, which the normal charge doesn't allow for. So they're really handy, especially with the Dragoons that like to be in the way. And the Archons. So, they have an AoE stun. They can get through units even if they're big and in the way. And yeah, they're just I just like a Zealot, and they're a better Zealot. Let's see. They minimize damage they take by just stunning the enemy. While still being, oh, honestly expendable, like a Zealot. Jesus. There'll be another one over here. There we go. Hold position here. Sadly, the Marines don't count, but I imagine if they did, they would just inflate the amount of colonists you have to get in to compensate.
But my people got out alive, thanks to you, Commander.
Powerful psionic warriors have joined our ranks hierarchically. You must choose among them.
Must I? No. I'm going to leave this here, folks. I do hope you've enjoyed this. I have. It has been fun playing as the Protoss in Terran missions. It's been difficult in its own way. Different and difficult in its own way. The missions are very much built for Terrans, and so having Protoss units feels weird on them. But at the same time, it's not unpalatable. It's just different. The only thing that I'm finding off is it's just Wings of Liberty again, but with less characters talking. And they don't even necessarily need to speak, but having even little like text things is something, you know. I'm very much a story person. I don't need much to keep me there, but I do need something. Like, you know, Doom 1 and Doom 2? I found them profoundly dry. Certainly it's probably for two reasons. Firstly, the story, there's very little. You get a little bit of story at the end of each episode, and that's all you have to go on. There's nothing else there to it. And the gameplay, while it was probably great back in the day, it's not that stand out nowadays. I remember, not sure if it was a friend or someone online, but there was a John Carter of Mars movie years ago that came out. But here's the thing. John Carter of Mars was one of like the early comic books or novels. So a lot of the stuff they do in it is, you know, standard at this point, or, you know, it's not that stand out as it once would have been, you know, because everyone has borrowed from it or been influenced by it, you know. It's so it was just kind of a beige movie, where if that movie had come out years ago, it was even older, it would have been much more stand out. That's at least the way I hear it. Could be the same thing with Doom and its gameplay. I suppose I do remember having some fun with it, but it just like sometimes like I can play a game that may have less story than I like, but the gameplay really pulls me in. Doom doesn't have that. Excuse me. Doom just doesn't have that. So it's probably because it's a standard now, you know? There's so many boomer shooters, with Doom being the archetypical boomer shooter, you know, the Papa boomer shooter, you know? So many take after its footsteps that it itself is no longer a unique thing. So its gameplay won't stand out and be a draw like it would have been in yesteryear. And it doesn't have much of a story. I still remember that quote floating around, apparently from one of the designers. But then I think I've seen it. Like, I remember one version of it, then I think I've seen another version of it floating around, and now I don't know what is quite the original thing. And what's the accurate thing of it. What I vaguely remember, and do correct me if I'm wrong, I would hate to quote someone incorrectly, but I don't know what the actual thing is anymore. Maybe I shouldn't say it at all. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't say it. It was the way I heard it. It was a very dickish thing. I've said it in other recordings, so if you really want to hear it, there's a treasure hunt for you. But yeah, Doom was pretty light on story. and so it has a little to draw, little keep me interested. The gameplay was fun enough, but there's so many boomer shooters out there, it's nothing exceptional at this point. It's kind of like John Carter. It was the papa of a lot of, or grandfather or father of a lot of different things that came after it. But, you know, when it finally got its time with a movie, it just seemed, would trite be the word? We'll go with beige, generic. It didn't stand out because so many other things that borrowed from it got movies before it, you know? So it didn't seem that exceptional. Where if it had gotten its movie back in the day, it would have stood out a lot more, you know? Before it got successors. Same issue with Doom, you know? So... I'm a big story person, but if there's interesting enough gameplay, then that can make up for less and less story. Doom didn't have that, so it kind of, looking back, it kind of seemed kind of beige, and it was just, I think I got tiring at a point, you know, because of the lack of anything to it. And the gameplay itself wasn't standing out too much, you know. So, and it's the same kind of thing here. It's just Protoss in Wings of Liberty. That's it. There isn't anything different to it. Like I've seen before, like funny audio splices. Was it Memes of Liberty? Where they had friends let friends kill civilians. And, you know, there was funny shit there. You know, they did something new. So each mission you would get a, like, oh, what will we get to see next, you know? What would we get to see next? There is that kind of pull. Here there isn't. It just feels a little empty. So it just isn't holding my interest. And I'm honestly not in the mood to make myself play it regardless. I do like it. I do like it. It's just not for me, basically. I might... look, I may get a wild hair up my ass. You know, I've never been sure, do they mean H-A-I-R or H-A-R-E? But I'll let you know, I'm not into that. I don't do that. But yes, when I get a wild hair up my ass, I might come back and play more of this. You never know. I still do mean to go back and play more of When One Domino Falls. Yeah, that. Actually, I made a big thing about playing through all these, but now that I'm actually sitting down and doing it, it just... At least right now, it just really doesn't feel for me. Maybe it's a mood. Maybe it'll pass and I'll be more into it tomorrow. Who knows? But till next time, folks. I do hope you've enjoyed regardless, and I do hope you join me again soon. What will be up tomorrow, I do not know. But until next time, love and peace, baby. Ooh, something that I forgot to say. They now have UEDFL in Synergy's mod launcher. That's cool. He is working on it, so they brought him in for something, presumably map making, but no. So yeah, just noticed that in there. That'll be handy to use. It says they need an update for it, but I never downloaded it through their mod launcher, so I'm not sure what that's about. I hit update all the same. Yeah. Maybe you noticed me having the files in my StarCraft folder. Which, to be honest, gonna be honest, I'm always twitchy about things reading my folders. Keep hearing way too many horror stories. I'm just being paranoid. But anyway,